Today, we're delving into a monumental event that has recently unfolded in the United Kingdom, a historic accord between Jewish and Muslim leaders, endorsed by King Charles III himself. This groundbreaking agreement, known as the Drumlanrig Reconciliation Accords, marks a significant milestone in interfaith relations within the UK. So, let's explore the origins, significance, and potential impact of this unprecedented collaboration. In mid-January 2025, a remarkable gathering took place at Drumlanrig Castle in Scotland, the residence of Richard Scott, the 10th Duke of Buccleuch. The Duke, recognizing the strained relations between Jewish and Muslim communities exacerbated by recent geopolitical tensions, extended invitations to prominent faith leaders from both communities. His vision was to foster dialogue and mend the rift that had developed, particularly in the aftermath of the Israel-Hamas conflict. The summit saw the participation of leaders from 6 major Muslim denominations and 5 major Jewish denominations in the UK. Representing the Muslim community were leaders from the Barelvi, Deobandi, and Shafi movements within Sunni Islam, as well as the Ismaili and Bohra branches of Shia Islam. The Jewish community was represented by leaders from Orthodox, Spanish and Portuguese Sephardi, Masorti, Reform, and Liberal Judaism. This diverse assembly underscored the inclusivity and comprehensive nature of the dialogue. The initiative was spearheaded by Imam Sait Razawi, head of the Scottish branch of the Ahlul Bayt Society, and UK Chief Rabbi Sir Ephraim Mervis. Their collaborative leadership was instrumental in guiding the discussions and formulating the principles that would eventually constitute the Drumlanrig Reconciliation Accords. After 2 days of intensive and heartfelt discussions, the leaders reached a consensus on a framework designed to promote unity, understanding, and mutual respect between their communities. The Accords outline 4 core principles. Unity in diversity, emphasizing that while the two faiths have distinct beliefs and practices, there is strength in their diversity. This principle encourages both communities to celebrate their unique identities while finding common ground. Sacred texts as guides, recognizing the profound spiritual heritage shared by both traditions, this principle advocates for using sacred texts as a foundation for promoting peace, compassion, and justice. Commitment to non-harm, a mutual pledge to refrain from actions or rhetoric that could harm the other community. This includes combating antisemitism and Islamophobia in all their forms. Shared dedication to peace amid global crises. Acknowledging the impact of global events on local communities, this principle calls for collaborative efforts to address challenges such as poverty, isolation, and discrimination. With the Accords finalized, the next step was to present them to a figure embodying unity and moral authority, King Charles III. The Duke of Buccleuch, along with the faith leaders, travelled to London to meet the King at Buckingham Palace. On February 11, 2025, in a ceremony that was both solemn and hopeful, the Accords were presented to His Majesty. King Charles, known for his long-standing commitment to interfaith dialogue and spiritual harmony, expressed his enthusiasm for the initiative. He remarked, "I'm so glad to hear about this marvelous exercise." His endorsement not only lends significant weight to the Accords, but also signals a royal commitment to fostering unity among the UK's diverse communities. The significance of the Drumlanrig Reconciliation Accords cannot be overstated. For the first time, such a wide array of Jewish and Muslim denominations in the UK have come together to agree on a structured framework aimed at addressing and combating antisemitism and Islamophobia. This collaborative effort sets a precedent for how faith communities can work together to tackle shared challenges. The Accords also outline practical steps for implementation. These include educational initiatives, developing joint programs to educate both communities about each other's traditions, beliefs, and cultural practices. This aims to dispel misconceptions and build mutual respect from a young age. Community projects, launching collaborative projects that address common social issues such as poverty, homelessness, and youth engagement. By working together on these fronts, the communities can build stronger bonds and demonstrate the tangible benefits of unity. Monitoring and reporting mechanisms, establishing systems to monitor incidents of antisemitism and Islamophobia, ensuring that such events are promptly addressed, and perpetrators are held accountable. The broader impact of this accord extends beyond the Jewish and Muslim communities. It serves as a beacon of hope and a model for interfaith cooperation worldwide. In an era where divisions often dominate headlines, the Drumlanrig Reconciliation Accords showcase the power of dialogue, empathy, and collective action. For King Charles III, this event aligns seamlessly with his vision of a harmonious and inclusive society. Throughout his life, the king has demonstrated a deep commitment to understanding and bridging different faiths. His involvement in this initiative reflects his belief in the importance of interfaith dialogue as a cornerstone for national and global peace. As we reflect on this historic development, it's essential to recognize the courage and dedication of the leaders who participated. By choosing collaboration over division, they have paved the way for a more inclusive and understanding society. Their actions remind us that, despite our differences, we share common values and aspirations. Before we conclude, I'd like to invite you to join the Throne Talk community. If you found this exploration insightful, please consider subscribing to our channel. By doing so, you'll stay updated on all things royal and be part of a community that values thoughtful discussion and exploration of significant events. In summary, the Drumlanrig Reconciliation Accords represent a monumental step forward in fostering unity between Jewish and Muslim communities in the UK. With the endorsement of King Charles III, this initiative not only addresses immediate challenges, but also lays the foundation for lasting interfaith harmony. As we move forward, let us take inspiration from this accord and strive to build bridges in our own communities. Thank you for joining me today on Throne Talk. Until next time, let's continue to celebrate the moments that bring us together and work towards a more united world.